I love Issa Rae. I'm very inspired by her. I think she's super dope, really talented on and off screen. Um, and she does great things for Black creators. And she has been doing that for as long as I can remember. Um, whether it be the music on her shows or just putting people on and giving people jobs, um, or creating new lanes for people. She's done. I mean, I know she's got her coffee shop in LA. She's got the record label. She's got a bunch of different things outside of just creating um, great culturally relevant television and movies. So, all that being said, obviously, I have an affection for her. But all of that being said, her company, Color Creative, has teamed up with Tubi to give new creators a platform. Um, so let me read this real quick. Issa Rae's latest partnership is a full circle moment. This is according to HuffPost. The insecure creator who got her start by creating her own lane and community on the internet is helping up and coming creators do the same. Color Creative, the management company co-founded by Ray and led by CEO Talitha Watkins, has partnered with Tubi to launch Stubio, a program that gives 5 creative teams the opportunity to develop their debut projects, which will premiere on the streaming service. Color Creative will mentor the creators, and Tubi will fund their productions. Now, I know a lot of y'all, I don't even know that y'all complain about Tubi. I feel like y'all really don't complain about Tubi. What y'all do is you talk about some of the flaws in the programming on Tubi
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't see
and
it getting
poke fun.
complained about. I see it getting mocked.
Yeah, I
Excuse
think
me.
I think people are entertained by the clumsy nature of the way some of the content on Tubi is produced. But I
Yeah,
think this is a great way for them to clean that up a bit, you know? I think it'll be really cool to see new creators get an opportunity to show us their stuff and really express their talent. So I like this idea. I mean, I wouldn't have thought Tubi if somebody would have told me that she was doing something like this with a
I
streaming
thought
service.
HBO.
I would have thought HBO. I would have even thought Amazon. Amazon's got a lot going on over there. Um, a lot of original content these days. They're in the movie business now. So, you know,
Yeah.
I would have thought that. But I actually like this because I feel like this is giving power to a streaming service that is thriving. I mean, people talk about Tubi all the time. And
They do.
why not? I think it's a big get for them to have to be able to partner with Issa Rae. And I
Yes.
think it's a really cool thing for her to use their platform and their popularity to help other creators create. So, really excited about that.
That's exactly what I thought you'd say.
Okay.
So I do have some pause. I read
Uh-huh.
that there are already some pre-selected people and projects,
Uh-huh.
but that there will also be a contest
Hmm.
for the remaining selected for the remaining amount of projects.
Uh,
And
oh, I
that
have
gives
another
me
thought.
pause.
Okay. No, you go ahead. You tell us why you have paused, and then I will. I too feel that way. Not necessarily about that, but yes, I had a thought when I was reading about this that was not, you know, positive dash. But go for it, please.
Yeah, I just think that, it seems like some projects are already pre-approved, and that gives me pause. And then also, like, what's up with this contest? Like, I mean, sure, people have to compete. I get that part, but it doesn't seem to be uh fair in a sense if there are already projects that are pre-approved. Seem like they came in with people or already had people in mind, and so that gives me pause. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it just makes me question. And then I guess we need to know more about the contest, because I agree there should be some vetting process. Sure, right? Six
Mhm.
people, for example, can't just welcome and say, "Hi, I'm JD. I have an idea. Put me
Right.
put me in the program." Sure.
Mhm.
Um, but I always feel weird when it's like a contest.
Yeah.
Um, a submission process. Sure, every platform has a submission process.
Mhm.
Some more thorough than others. Some harder to get into than others. Sure. Um, but it just seems weird to me that you get with arguably the one of the lower platforms, arguably one of the lowest platforms on the ranking list. And then it's like, all right, compete to be in the one where they don't even care about changing their actors mid scene.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to me. Not to knock Issa Rae
Mhm.
specifically, just this venture. Some things give me pause. Um, on the flip side of that coin, I think anytime we're doing things where we're embracing other creators, where we're embracing other melanated creators, it's a beautiful thing. And so I applaud her for that. I'm not going to actually clap, but I salute her for that. And her team, yes, as you said, they're doing a lot of great things and giving spotlight to other creators. That's how it should be. And so I want to be clear that I applaud that. I salute that. I think that is a beautiful thing.
I agree. The one thing that I was a little concerned about is that because it's a television show, well, they didn't call it a television show, but there it's going to be content. Like the
Mhm.
actual process of these creators go through is going to be filmed.
Documented.
Yeah, that's what I gathered from that, from what I just read. Um, my concern with projects like this is that sometimes, a lot of times, great creators, I just worry about the creators. I worry about what type of experience they will have given the confines of that type of environment where there's cameras rolling and whatnot. I think that what's comforting is that I don't Issa Rae doesn't have a track record um of leaving people by the wayside. In fact, Issa Rae has a reputation of picking up those who maybe couldn't find their way at some point. A good example of that is Scotty Beam and Sylvia Obell. They had their podcast with Netflix, and Netflix canceled it for whatever reason that was never clear to me. And lo and behold, Issa Rae picked up not that iteration of their podcast, but she gave them a platform to continue podcasting.
Right.
So I don't think she has a track record of doing things that would hurt creators, but I do think when there's, like you said, competition, or there's some sort of like something to be gained from like a production company or whatnot, there's a worry there that they're not going to get their just due,
Right.
or or this could hurt them in the long run depending on you know what type of environment this is. So while I don't think that that's something that she would involve herself in, because that's just not her track record, that was the thing for me where I was like, okay, I kind of wish that this was something that wasn't going to be filmed.
Right.
Um, but it's fine. I get it. Content is everything around us is to be considered content. So
Today, yes, that is true.
yeah.